So what y'all, man? Welcome back to the PSN Command. Know your boy Tone get attacked back with another video. If I get to a word of God. Our God's right now, God's will be doors and pay for people, all people in the Lord's name. Pretty much today's video. Here are the Washington Commanders. If I get too far today's video, we got Psalm 23. I was on my Bible app. This was the verse of the day. And I'll read out the entire psalm because this is like something that means a lot to me personally. And it's my mom's favorite song. Long live my mom. If you guys have been OGs on the channel, I know I started the channel after my mom passed away in 2019. And it's really why I started my channel, because life is short and I wanted to pursue this. And that's why I started the channel. But yeah. Psalm 23 as follows. Lord my shepherd, I lack nothing. He leads me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. He leads to the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, I walk through the valley of shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. You are with me, your rod and staff, they comfort me. You prepare the table for me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup runneth over, and surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. That is the verse of the day today. Hope you guys enjoy that. Psalm 23, my favorite song in the Bible. And it reminded me of my mom. So I appreciate y'all for listening to that part of the stream. Let's get right into it. I probably had a lack of long form content this past week. I have been sick the past 3 days. And my streamer has been acting up. Like, I can't put my overlay and nothing like that. I can't make it like super fancy right now. Because my StreamYard is stripping. So yeah, that's why I haven't been able to do content. But whatever. I'm a robot. I got until StreamYard fixes their issues. But yeah, let's get right into it. Brand Aiyuk, right? The Brand Aiyuk thing. We're gonna talk about that very briefly this evening, tonight. I'm not gonna be on too long. It's like 12 in the morning, so I gotta get up for church in the morning, so I gotta make sure that I do get some rest. And yeah. So I'll pull up the article and we're gonna wrap. We're going to wrap. So I know I'm a little late on it. I do apologize about that, but I want to talk about this evening. So San Francisco 49ers void Brand Aiyuk contract guarantee for 2026. Aiyuk's status in San Francisco becomes more and more unclear. I think it becomes more and more clear about to get rid of him. San Francisco 49ers wide receiver Brand Aiyuk may have already played his last game with the team. Aiyuk is expected to return to the field sometime this season after recovering from a devastating knee injury suffered last season. But the season starts to wind down. Things are only gotten more murky. According to CBS Sports insider Jonathan Jones, San Francisco voided Aiyuk's guaranteed money for the 2026 season during training camp for not meeting the requirements for his contract extension signed in August of 2024, worth $120 million over 4 years. Brand Aiyuk's contract includes a option bonus worth $25 million, and which is originally became guaranteed on April 1st, but now voided. It is unclear if the 49ers will pay his $1 million base salary and bonuses for workouts and per-game appearances. Sorry. Aiyuk has been missing from the gridiron since suffering a knee injury in October 2024. He tore his ACL, MCL, and meniscus versus the Kansas City Chiefs in Week 7 last season. The team that she hoped to get him back and to practice around midseason. However, the clock is winding down with 6 games in the regular season remaining. He has not practiced yet. Brand week to week. Coach Cal Shanahan reports on Monday, we had such a big injury like that. Just wait until you're fully comfortable to come up and start practicing. And we'll see what CBS Sports on right here with this clip in a second. I think that's about it. So let's see this clip in on now.
Games, but should come back. When this happens so shortly after signing the big $100+ million contract, now you start talking about, wait, he's not even going to fight this? Wait, he's actually maybe played his last down for the San Francisco 49ers? All of those things are true, and this is hard to really, Tommy, kind of figure out because bad behavior, right? Missing meetings, being in poor communication with the team. If Brandon Aiyuk were playing right now and that were going on, one hearing that could say, okay, well, they'll just sit him for a series. They'll sit him for a quarter. Keon Coleman was late to a couple of meetings, the second-year wide receiver for the Bills. He's been inactive the last 2 games, but should come back this upcoming week. Like, why do they actually void tens of millions of dollars in guarantees? I'm told that the bad behavior was more extreme than that it was a consistent missing and miscommunication over a long period of time, that the 49ers didn't just make some snap decision, Tommy, that this wasn't like, oh, you missed a few meetings, we're voiding your guarantees, that they warned him and warned him again and warned him again, that it got to the point, and I need folks to understand, it's really hard for a team to void guarantees because clearly the player's going to file a grievance, and the word guarantee is guarantee for a reason. And the NFL Players Association is going to protect that player. Hey, you signed him to that deal. You knew what the risks were. You accepted that risk. The fact that it got so bad that Brandon Aiyuk is willing to walk away from $20+ million at least indicates that he knows he would not win that grievance, indicates that the Niners know that they would, in fact, win in this sort of court of arbitration.
That's interesting. That is very interesting. I'm done with these ads, bro. That's very interesting.
When he was the 3rd or 4th string quarterback, he wasn't getting first team reps. That just wasn't.
We don't care about that. Sorry about that. So the Niners have voided all his guarantees for 2026, and he's not fighting it. I think it's multiple reasons because he's dead wrong. And I think also he wants to get out of San Francisco. He never went to sign an extension with the Niners. He wanted to get moved. And this shows it. I think he wants to play for the Washington Commanders. Now, should the Commanders pursue him? I think they should. But do your due diligence, right? They gotta check his medicals, make sure his medicals are good. Make sure he's actually healthy, ready to play. If there's something wrong with the knee, find out how long it'll take for him to really get back on a football field and help this team. And with Debo being a free agent, I think it kind of makes sense to get a guy like Aiyuk. He's a little younger than Debo. And I think also I think he said number one wide receiver potential as well. I think he'd be a great two to Terry while Terry's under his contract, and then I think he'll mold to that one. And he wants to play with Jaden. Like that's just clear as day. He wants to play with 5. He loves 5. He wants to play with 5. So I think it makes perfect sense for him to play with 5. Oh, yeah, it just makes good sense. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It makes good sense. He's coming to y'all. Just wait. Shout out to my boy Joseph. Now, how do I think this marriage with the San Francisco 49ers will end? That's the question I want to ask you guys in the comments. Do you think it will end with a release or a trade? I think it will end with a release. I think they will attempt to trade him first, just because you want to get something back for your asset, right? Spend all this money. But when you void guarantees like that, you normally you're willing to cut the player. Like that's almost just like, yes. Voiding guarantees on a contract means you're getting rid of your liability, like all the liability that's caused to you, like if you cut them and all the dead cap, you're getting rid of all. You're getting all right because the guarantees is usually what the dead cap will be if you cut a player. So they got rid of all the guarantees for 2026. So in other words, they're willing to at least trade them to a team, and then they can eat up the contract and go from there. If no one wants to trade anything worth a darn for him, then they'll just go ahead and cut him. Now, what's his trade value? Is it a 4th? Is it a 5th because he's come off this nasty knee injury. Like we don't know what the heck he is. He came off a down year, only playing 7 games in 2024. We have not seen him play in a Niners uniform in 2025. What does Brandon Aiyuk look like right now? You know what I mean? Like that's the question we need to ask ourselves as well. Even as Commanders fans, if you really want Aiyuk, like how does he look, and can he like be the guy he was in 2023? He was out there just giving everybody work. You know what I'm saying? We haven't seen him in 2025. We only seen 7 games from him in 2024. We had one 100-yard game in 2024. I think he kind of struggled a little bit, and I think it was because of the. That's another thing. He took forever to get that contract done, and then when he finally got it done, he played 7 games and got hurt. I.e. what happened with Terry McLaurin. So lesson from teams too. Y'all had these negotiations. Get them done. Get these deals done so these players won't be out here getting hurt, man. Y'all won't be like suffering consequences for these guys not, staying in full football shape, stuff like that. But now there. I think it will end with a release, just because I don't think anyone's going to trade for Brandon Aiyuk. Or with anything of note, like someone might trade a 5th for him. I can see that. But no one's eat the contract too. Like I think the fact you had to eat the contract and give up an asset for him, I think people want to sign it to their own contract and then go from there, right? Would he get a multi-year deal? I don't know. Just because he caught this nasty injury, I don't know how he's looking. I don't know how much the knee has healed. Things of that nature. Can he cut? Can he run? Can he do the things he did in 2023? How healthy is he? I don't know. And that's things we need to answer. We need answers to before we really, really super duper pursue Brandon Aiyuk. But I think it's a move to go ahead and do it. Like he wants to play with 5. I would double down. Hey, Jawan Jennings, come here too. Come on, Jawan. Come on, Jawan. Cause we're not re-signing Debo. I just don't see us re-signing Debo. I think Jawan Jennings fits that Noah Brown role. And then Aiyuk will be your number 2 wide receiver. I mean, you got Luke and Lane off the bench. I think then now your wide receiver room looks a lot better. Now, if I had to pick one that I think will be easier to acquire between Jawan Jennings and Brandon Aiyuk, I would say it is Jawan Jennings because he is slated to be a free agent. Aiyuk, he's still under contract, so you might have to trade for him. But yeah, man. I think getting Aiyuk is a good idea. I think he's still a dog. I think he's still got the dog in him. And the Niners don't need him. Look what they're doing without him. I think that's another reason why I think they're going to go ahead and cut him. They're playing well without him. Ricky Pearsall, when he's been in the lineup, he stepped up. Kittle's been a dog when Kittle's been in the lineup. We know what CMC is. Like, the Niners don't need Brandon Aiyuk. And they're seeing that. So that makes him even more expendable. And that makes his trade value lower too. It makes it easier just to cut him. Because like now, like teams like, they don't need him. They don't need him. We could use him, but they don't need him. Why we give an asset? They'll just cut him eventually. So they're gonna probably just cut Brandon Aiyuk, man. So we'll see what happens. I think the Niners and Aiyuk are trending toward a full-on breakup here, and the Commanders are going to reap the benefits of it, I believe. We'll see how Aiyuk looks once he's healthy, and we'll go from there. But I just want to wrap this out real quick. I ain't going to be on too much longer. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Love you guys. And I will have another stream sometime next week. Once I get this whole stream thing fixed. Like I say, my streams are lagging. I can't put my overlay on here. I can't do all the things I want to do on my channel to make it look more professional. So I do apologize about that. I want to hop in and talk to you guys for a little bit. You guys have a great one. Have a great night. Catch you on this week, man. Hail to the Commanders. Raise hell. And Aiyuk to DC. Aiyuk to DC.